Hello folks. If I start jumping about, you see my head waving, it's because I'm listening to Tchaikovsky's Sixth Symphony, the Pathétique, on YouTube. It's a very early version. It's one of my all-time favourites. I love the slow movement. Right, okay. Oh, I need more oil than that. Right, okay. Now I'm using up a bit of MDF. It's about, if you really want to know, I'll tell you how big it is. I haven't got a frame for it, but it's just good to know these things. It's 2mm MDF. I think the next lot I get is going to have some 3mm MDF for the larger sizes. I'm loving this foray into this type of oil painting. Right, okay. It's about square. It's 12 and a half. It's 32 centimeters by 31 centimeters. So I'm just going to just e-card on the floor. Just been on to Jackson's to buy some more paint. I'm running out of the titanium white and ultramarine, and they're my key colours. And I've ordered also some couple of sap green 37mm and some light red. They don't do the red ochre in the Winton, but I've got it in where is it? Oh, here we are. That's Winton. Oh, wait a minute. What colour is that? Oh, they do it in artist quality, the red, but I'm using light red rather than the artist quality. So plenty of oil, flip in, just go for it. I was chatting to Alan Iron for about half an hour, as I usually do, several times a week. I mean, he's very interested in having a go at this, so I've been giving him the lowdown. It's keeping it simple, really. Don't overcomplicate things. This is all about putting paint on and lifting out, creating the detail. So I don't know where we're going with this. Let's go up here. If you like classics, and I'm sure if you like classics you would have heard this years ago, but a wonderful symphony full of tragedy, not like my life, I have to say. And then, well, I've left Alan, many of you know, because you follow his watercolours. Lovely man. Great friend. I've given him the lowdown of all this. He had a go, but he was putting everything in straight out of the tube without the oil. Well, this depends on lifting out, doesn't it? The contrast tones. And what colours you use are personal, but I just use these basic ones that I got from Dennis Sheehan. This is just light red and sap green, and now let's get plenty of dark in that. In the shadow. Okay, now we can work with that, can't we? Right, mustn't forget my tea. I bought a lovely brush. You know the two that fell apart, well, they were from a very well-known supplier, Art Materials. I won't mention their name because they sent me my money back. The two that didn't last more than 2 paintings. Look at that. That's going to be my wafting blending brush. It's a 60 millimeters, so 2.5 inches. A lovely brush. Wow, can't wait to use it. It's probably a bit big for this painting though, but now we're going to get a bit of a, let's get a bit of tone in the sky there, but Well, let's try a bit of red, bit of blue, load of white, oil, bit of bluey grey sky. We can also get some shaping in there. I do like yellow ochre with my skies. That's a red. It's keeping everything simple. Okay, now I like water in mine. Because having been on the bike ride this morning with the old men, if I can, I'll show you a photograph I took with me in the middle. On the boardwalk in Malden Hall Park. I'll just show it to you on my phone. Right, that's I took a selfie. Oh, there we are, 3 old men. Me in the middle, Steve on the right, Chris on the left. Steve is a retired police inspector and Chris retired headmaster. And me, Horny Handy son of toil. But we do these bike rides every week. Now let's show you one of the photographs I took from the boardwalk. A lot of potential with that one. Now look at that, it's all red and green. Bit of blue in the sky and the water of course. But it's red and green. Look, I don't need to make it more complicated than it is, just my palette. Show you another one of the Wandle today. A bit of the Wandle. Look at that. I'm sure probably the light's not very good there. But there's a lot of mist on the water. And I took a picture, I might have a go at it sometime. Where are we, guys? What brush am I using on that brush? Put my finger in it. Okay. Now let's get a bit of texture in the trees. Texture, tone and texture. Oh, that's got my pointer on it. I'm going to leave that one. Get another bit. Put some light in around these overhanging bits. Because there's quite a bit of oil on there. It's painting without painting. I wouldn't say do your Venice scenes with this technique, but what you put in your paintings is entirely up to you. Right, let's start the lifting out. I need to blow my nose. Excuse me. The midge come out there. Right, okay, we've got something going there. Let's lift out a bit of this ground now. Cheapo brush. The one expensive ones for this. Here's one. Gonna put some reeds in there. Stipple. Now we want some more contrast in there. Now, some red and green. Might have overdone that. One red. So I've stocked up on some another couple of tubes of 200ml Winton. Clean the brush. Needs a bit more texture in there. And let's just dab it a bit. Take out any patterns that you don't like. We'll sort that out in a minute. I'll go over that. Right, let's into here. Okay, it's coming on. Don't like that one. Right, let's get rid of it. So any bits you don't like, just go over them. Bramble stuff. I haven't quite finished with that sky yet. Well, that won't be good. Alright, okay, getting there. Slowly. My table here is a graveyard for cotton buds. Right, let's get some water in there now. Now just a little bit of bit of some colour there. It's hard to get that the paint out of the brush on that. Get some more green. If you want to help me out on Patreon, you can. Not compulsory, but I spent about £40 today on materials. Alright, let's see if we can. There's too much oil in it. Oh, it shows a little bit of reflection there, but not as much as I'd hoped for. This side we want the light. This is a bit of Payne's grey down there, just to detail that bit. More green. Most of it ends up in the towel, but we haven't used a lot of paint. I haven't finished with that sky yet. Right, get a bit of tissue Oh, I haven't done my tea. Oh. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Easy if you push. Just got a bit of anchor there. Some lights in there. You're not painting in the lights, you're lifting out. It's all about lifting out. And contrast, tone. Well, let's get a knife. Not sure about that bit there. I'll think about that in a minute. Let's go in with a bit of blending. Let's try my blending. No, that's too big for blending at the moment, but for this size anyway. You get lovely softness with this blending and oils. Oh, we'll just go over the edges. Put a bit of light back in there. Dum dum bum 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 bum. Well, I think that's quite a nice, pretty little picture. I haven't got a mount to put it in, but it's just an exercise. I'll just put a bit in there, a bit of dark in there. Tone and texture, the key to all this. Hope you like it, and I hope you have a go yourselves. It really does give you an insight into oil painting and the wonderful medium that it is. But the reason I stopped doing it for a long time is because of the solvents. But we're not using any solvents. Just linseed oil, ordinary cheap linseed oil. And just clean the brushes in the washing dishwasher, not dishwasher, washing machine powder. Dun, 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 dee, 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 dee. Okay, so I'll just come back with the camera and see if we can just get a bit of a better look at it. So we're just a, oops, it's my chair. Can't get any squarer than that. Well, there we are. The bottom side. I've got a straight edge there, so I don't like that. So we just change that. A bit there. Right, where's my bit of tissue? Oh yeah, how simple does that get? I think in the old days the old guys used to lift it out with cloth. Oh. Right, a little bit of dark under that. I'm going to get these brushes in soak. I might have got a bit over the top of this white here, so let's just drag that down a bit. Right, I think just a little bit, oh, need not the Q-tips over, in the distance. So there's a bit of bluey green for distance. Remember, blues recede. And we lifted it out and putting it back. Right, I'm going to let that go. I'm quite happy with that. Quite a reasonable bit of work. Right, okay. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.